Hey guys, happy 2022. It's a new year. This is the first video of the year for me. I'm gonna be showing you my natural looking everyday winter makeup routine. For me, winter is all about the skincare. I have dry skin, so skincare is really important, but you don't wanna use skincare that's gonna make your foundation crumble and your powders look weird. So I am gonna show you guys my routine for skincare and makeup combined together for winter so that my skin looks healthy and glowy and my face looks snatched and contoured for an everyday type of look. If you want to see how I got this look, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, hopefully I'm in the middle. I am filming in my home again. I change up my everyday makeup routine from month to month. Things will be tweaked. So for winter time, I have specific products to make my skin look a little bit more plump and hydrated. A scent that I like to start off my week with is the OUAI Dean Street. It's very clean and I haven't put any on it yet. I just got some in my eye. It's such a clean, fresh scent. It's a perfect start to your week. And this is kind of like my Monday type of perfume. I am big on perfume, and depending on the mood or the day, I will have a different perfume for every day or every mood. So this is kind of like my clean, fresh start to the week type of perfume. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely check this one out. It's so good. So I wanted to show you the first thing I put on my face when I wake up, and it's sunscreen. This guy right here. This is the Bondi Sands Face SPF 50, and it is so good. It leaves my skin feeling very hydrated and protected. So I put this on as soon as I wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth, I put it on. Once that's kind of set into my skin and my skin is now protected from the sun. This is something new that I've been doing, but before I go into any part of my makeup routine, I'll go in and curl my lashes first. And the reason why I do that, I'll curl my lashes like this. I'll just like clamp them upwards. And then I'll put a tiny bit of mascara on. And by the time I'm ready for lashes or more mascara, my lashes have already set and dried and are kind of curled and ready for lashes. So this has been really helping to speed up my everyday kind of routine. Of course, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess. This is my favorite. I don't care what anybody says. It's amazing and it's so affordable. Very, very underrated. This is such a great mascara. So I'll go back and forth like this, just to kind of get them out of place, and then I straighten them out, but I just put a little bit on the tip of the lash and then I'll let them sit. So it's very light mascara. And then I'll go into my skincare. I've been using the Bye Bye Dullness, and this has vitamin C in it, which is amazing to put on your face every day, especially for acne scarring or any type of scarring that you're trying to brighten. And then I put on the Bye Bye Pores because I have large pores in this area. So I'll kind of do a little bit of both, and they've been working really well with my makeup and my primer. So I just put on a little bit of that and I'll like press it into my face. Then I'll take some of the Bye Bye Pores. You just put on 4 to 5 drops on your face. I'll just do this. It's just quick and easy, and I'll just put it in this area because this is where all my large pores are, like right around my cheek area and my nose, and a little bit right here. So I'll let that sit before I put on primer. So skincare is really huge for me in the winter. I mean, skincare is like an essential part of a good makeup application, but in the winter for me, since I am so dry, anything that's going to help add that plumping hydration to my face, I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit, and while that's setting, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Because I just put on the serum, I put on a little bit of setting powder around my eye area, very, very little, or else your brow product can get a little chunky around that area. So I just set around this area so that it can adhere to my skin better because it's a little more dry and gripping. Once that's done, I even like to get this a little bit into my lashes because it helps with elongating your lashes with mascara. And I just put a little bit down here and over the top of this tiny bit of mascara that I put on my lashes earlier. So if you want to put a little bit more later, it'll really grip to the lash and pull them out. I haven't even had coffee yet, you guys. Not that my coffee has caffeine in it, but I just, you know, my little routine, I haven't done it yet. I only had water, which is not bad. It's healthy vibes. I'm gonna put on a little bit of lip balm. This one's from Aquaphor. Aquaphor is bomb. This is for very dry lips, and it works instantly. And my lips are prepped, but they're not too glossy and slippery when I'm ready to put on my lip products. They're just not crusty. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my brow code Imitations in Deep Dark Brunette. This is one of my favorite brow pencils. It is so precise, it lasts all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in where I kind of just want my brows to start. So I follow where my nose bridge is. So that's where my brows should be. I'll just fill in from there. And I'll just sketch my brow back and forth. Like on an everyday brow, I'm not gonna take forever to like be precise on how I want the shape. I just want them to look natural and even. And my brows do this really high arch thing that I am not into right now. So I bring down the arch a whole lot. And I know that my brow's gonna get a little messed up with like the foundation that I'm gonna put on and the concealer. So I always end up just sketching them really quick and then filling them back in later. Once my brows are filled in, I feel like the hard part is over. It's gonna be super quick and easy after this. Now I'll put on my serum primer. This is from Dominique Cosmetics. It's very well loved. Ignore the package. I use it a lot. So this is the primer that I use. It's a blur and moisture primer. Looks like so. I'll use this to make sure that my makeup doesn't go anywhere, and it also gives me some really good hydration and it makes my pores look smaller. And when I get around the eye area, I'll take this OUAI Henriksen. If it's early in the morning like right now, I'll just take this and oh my god, it feels so amazing. I love cooling under eye products or tools. Kind of helps with depuffing. It feels good, it wakes me up. I'll just do this and I'll scroll through my phone, check my updates. Once I'm done with that, you'll notice that my skin is now tacky, so that means it's ready for foundation, concealer, all the creams. So what I'll get into first is just using, this is actually new from NARS, it's the light reflecting foundation, and it's super lightweight. It's almost like a skin tint. I've been using this for the past couple weeks and it's so good. It is going to even your skin and make it look so healthy and glowy. So I'll just put this on. It makes my skin look very natural. This is the shade Punjab. I'll have it linked below for you guys too, around my skin tone. Really, really like how healthy and glowy my skin looks with this. And I'm always looking for something that's gonna make my skin look glowing, healthy, juicy. Like I don't have dry girl problems. I remember the days when I used to just do my makeup first and then my brow, but I don't know why. I ended up really liking this way just because it's so quick and I could just touch them up. I have been wearing this necklace like every day since I got it. This is from Drae jewelry. I'll link it below, our Drae collection. And oh my god, it's so like nice and weighted. It feels really good. They sent it to me in PR. I just really love it. Wow, look at these cutouts. This is actually a bodysuit, not a shirt. And it's from Naked Wardrobe. They have some really cute clothing items and it's so comfortable, but it just has this really cool cutout in my chest area. A little bit on my eye area just because my veins are like really popping out, the little purple veins. So the concealer that I'm using is going to be hydrating as well, and you'll notice that all the products that I'm using is just gonna make my skin look very hydrated and glowy. This is the perfect type of makeup look for dry skin. This is gonna be your makeup routine because it's gonna make your skin look so naturally healthy and glowy. So I'm just gonna put on some concealer from Jouer. This is a hydrating concealer, full coverage. It's soft matte, creaseless, has hyaluronic acid in it, and I really, really love it. It leaves my under eyes looking really nice and smooth. I'm not into matte full coverage during the daytime unless I'm going out, then it makes sense, especially for pictures. But if it's the daytime, I'm going to the office, there's meetings or whatever, like I want to feel like I have good skin, and this is just the perfect concealer for that. If you want more coverage, you want to let your concealer set for like a couple seconds and then go in with a very soft patting motion over the area so that you'll get a lot more coverage. Brightening right on the chin, and I also brighten under the nose. And then right in this area, I'll like pull up my concealer. I won't put any more on just because it's gonna look a little bit too much, but I'll just pull up what I have of the concealer around my mouth because it seems to be a little bit darker there, and when it's darker it just looks a little bit less youthful. I wonder if you guys can hear my dryer right now. Try to ignore it. I didn't even think about that. That's the only downfall from like filming at home, is that I'm doing normal daily life things. I didn't used to do the glow, but now I'm back into the glowiness, and I'm gonna put on this liquid highlighter from Rare Beauty. It's called Enchant. It's their liquid luminizer, and so I'll just put it on the high points of my face, down my nose. I kind of like to put it in here, right on top of the lid. And I'll just take my beauty blender and softly pat that in. I just got this in from Rare Beauty as well. It's a bronzing stick, but I normally use the Persona Sahara stick. I just want to try something a little different. So I'm gonna try the Happy Soul bronzer stick. Very cute. I love how it's rounded, so it fits in those areas really nicely. I'm just gonna take it here and give myself a little bit more definition around the cheek area. And I like how it fits like right on the curve of the nose. I'm just gonna go over the full head, and there we go. It does move really softly on the skin, and I love that. I'm gonna take the Vanity makeup brush to blend in everything. I'm gonna first use like a patting motion and then pull it upwards. So when you're working with contouring, don't ever pull down so you don't get that 5 o'clock shadow. Always try to pat in and then blend up. And same thing with this. So you don't want to go down on the forehead. You always want to go up into the hairline. Try to avoid going anywhere near the center of the forehead. And then for this area, I like to bring in my contours into my eye, and I kind of just contour my eye a little bit. I'll go straight across and work it out like that so it lifts my eye. And I'm just gonna lightly pat. It's easy and quick. I'm not trying to get like a super defined look. So I'll just pat it all over my nose, and I'll take a beauty sponge, pat that in even more, go over the eye area. And when it comes to eyeshadow, I don't do it on an everyday basis. I just don't. I do blush. I'm gonna take the new Rare Beauty blush in Encourage, and I'm just gonna take 2 little dots in on my nose and work that into my skin. I'm gonna keep it up here because I do want more of that lifted look. So I keep it towards the very top high points of my cheekbones, almost like a highlight. Go back into my beauty sponge to soften out any edges. And this is a perfect winter type of blush color because it's a little bit deeper. It's definitely more mauve. It gives you a little bit more of that like cozy warmth. And I like to put it directly underneath my eye. Okay, so my clothes are done. Jaden's clothes for the week are dry. We are hydrated, glowy, contoured. We have the blush going. We're bright and ready for the day, but we cannot go out like this. We have to set because it's gonna be a hot mess later. I don't set everything. I'll just set like the V part of my face so that everything else looks more natural and hydrated and glowy. I am going to use ASMR vibes. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier setting powder. Just take a little bit on this beauty sponge to set this area. And around the nose, it tends to crease around my nose area. So I do that as well. And then around the mouth area. And that's the only area that I'll really mattify. When it comes to the outside perimeter of the face, I'll do this luminous pressed powder from Glowish or Huda Beauty and work that on the outer perimeter of the face. It has these tiny micro pearls in the powder, so it makes your skin look so good, like very, very healthy. So I love that you can set but still look glowy. And then I'll take a little bit of this bronzer from Huda Beauty. This is Soft Radiance Tan Light. I'll just take that right on the cheekbone, not completely covering up that blush that we put on earlier, and taking it right around the temple and the jawline. So now that my face is set with the powders, I'm gonna go in with the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. This is gonna bring your skin back to life, make it look very hydrated, and I just absolutely love it. I just drenched my entire face one more time, and then we are ready to move on. So I'm gonna finish up the eye area. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Glowish bronzer and follow that contour we did earlier where we kind of went straight through the eyelid and down the nose. And then I'll go right underneath my under eye, just so it doesn't look super flat. There's some natural shadowing underneath the eye. Now I'm gonna go back into the mascara. So I'm gonna curl my lashes because they're pretty dry by now. And when you curl them a second time, they're gonna get even longer, but I like to put on lashes just because I like more of a lift, even more of a length. But I could totally just stop here. And you can too if you like the way your lashes look at this point. But I just feel like I need a little bit more lift in length. I'm gonna go underneath. And because we have that powder on our lashes from earlier, it's gonna be easy to get a natural, full lower lash line. You barely have to even put any on because of that powder. I have a new favorite lash from Lily Lashes. Lily Lashes is the best. My favorite lash for years was Goddess, but now I found a new everyday lash and it's so pretty. They're called Paris. So pretty and wispy, very everyday for me. And when it comes to lashes for me, I have to cut them a whole bunch no matter what brand it is. I like to start my lashes so you guys can see, and maybe you want to try this technique out too. This area right here, I line it up with that black line and I cut like this much of the lash. And I've been doing that, it looks a lot more natural and it just suits my eye shape a lot better. On the lash, and I'll also put some on my eye. I'll just take my tweezer, my lash tweezer, and then I'll line it up in the front first, because you know the front lifting is always an issue. So I'll make sure that it's really good and I'll wiggle it back and forth. So I just popped on my other lash and then I filled in my lash gap with the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerized Liner Duo Matte Black. And I only did that on the outer area where my lash is, so it looks a little bit more put together. And then just clamp them together, put a little bit more mascara. And then for my brows, I did fill them in a little bit more, and I used the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter to lift and fluff up my brow hair a little bit, like right in there. So it looks a little more groomed. And that's pretty much it. That's what I do for my eyes. I do like a glowy kind of look, so I've been using the Jaclyn Star Power Putty Highlighter. I'll just take a little bit of this on my nose once I'm done with all my makeup, and I'll put it right in here, right on the tip of the nose, high points of my face, just to really bring back in that glow. Pretty much what I do for my entire face on an everyday type of basis. But now we are going to get into the lip, and I have found one of my favorite lips from NYX Cosmetics. I like something very natural, but I found this nude lip liner, or this like pinky nude lip liner from NYX, and it's my favorite now. It's called Natural, and I actually learned about this through TikTok, like this color, and it's just so perfect. It's like a perfect natural nude pinky lip. And I won't overline or anything. I'll just kind of go over my natural line. Fill in the entire lip with this. You see how natural and pretty that is? I love this color. And I'll go in with my clear lip gloss that has some micro pearls in it. And I'll just use that on the center of my lip. I actually saw this in a, I think it was Korean or Japanese makeup tutorial. And she only used her lip gloss in the center. And I've always loved just doing that. But it does make your lips look so much more pouty, but not overly glossed. You know, and that when your entire lip is just nothing but a bunch of gloss. I'm not a fan of how that looks on me. So I just put it on the center. It makes it look pouty, very natural. And that's just my everyday type of lip. And this is the In a Daze from Dominique. And that is pretty much what I do. After I'm done with everything, I'll go back in with my Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist from Dominique. And oh my God, it's so refreshing and just brings my skin back to life. Now I am completely done. This is my everyday routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoy some of my videos that I've been doing at my house. I have to say they are some of my favorite. I feel very comfortable. It just feels very natural here. You might hear my washer and dryer going off from time to time, or Jaden walking in the door, but this is such a like comfy area for me to film. So if you guys like it, if you want to see more at home videos, let me know. Or if you even do you notice the difference? Is it better quality, better lighting? Do you like the studio lighting better? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your feedback, and I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. I want to bring you into my home, into my life more this year. So if you want to see more of these type of videos, let me know. I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to thumbs it up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, my circle is in a face below. Make sure to click that that circle so we can be friends and we can see each other every single week. I have 2 videos over to the side. If you haven't seen them, make sure to check them out. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And before I go, as always, I want to leave you with a little note, and that is to take care of yourself this year. Putting yourself first is not selfish, it's taking care of you. That way you can be a better person to everyone else and take care of others. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.